the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Colorado Rockies. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Philadelphia Phillies with lofty expectations this season, and why not? Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There's a palpable energy. Back here at Coors Field. And today's starting pitcher, Joanna, Mann. And she's coming off a big year, Singy.
Yeah, and a huge key was health. I mean, to be able to take the ball as often as she did, have over 20 wins, you go into the offseason having gone to another level. And I think what happens is you come back the next year and you expect to pick up exactly where you left off.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. There's a strike. Mann, a former All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a sinker, and she occasionally mixes in a knuckleball. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Pitcher like this can be tough. You know, she's not going to try to beat you with velocity, but she's going to sink it, she's going to change speeds, and she's going to pitch backwards at times.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. Three-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Now it's the second baseman, Mia Lewis. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. One out, bases empty. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
0-2 is the count.
Strike three, and that's two in a row. Their first battle ends in a strikeout. Do you think they're having some flashbacks to their Little League days right now, Siggy?
Absolutely, Boog. And I'm just trying to imagine the conflicting emotions these two must be feeling right now. They're not on the Little League field anymore.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Ryan McMahon now. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Schwarber in position. And the inning is over. So the Rocks are held in check their first time around. We'll go to the second from Denver. No score on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now the first baseman, Michael Tolia. Mann back to work. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Got him swinging on the curveball. That K's her third of the game.
She made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some players are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Next to hit, Ezekiel Tovar. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No ball.
No score here in the second. That one just misses.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought she caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read her lips saying, that's not up.
Swings and misses. She's notched 4 strikeouts now.
She's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate her a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
0-1.
Joe Adell, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. He swings and fouls one off. Right side. He'll do it himself. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. Nothing doing here this half. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. Back here in Denver. Now here's Nolan Jones.
The left fielder, Nolan Jones.
Swing and a miss. Strike one. Jones hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. On the ground, and it goes just foul. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for her on the mound. Here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
That one's in there, and the count is 0-2.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when she's out there on the hill.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that's 6 Ks for her in this one. And now, Zach Veen. That one's in there. 0-1. Two outs, base is empty. Late with the swing there.
More and more guys are looking to
ball,
slug
2 strikes.
regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Phillies 1 and the Rockies nothing. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
Brenton Doyle.
That one fouled off. Comes up empty.
She really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Struck him out looking.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Second baseman, Mia Lewis.
Next for Colorado, Mia Lewis. She's 0 for 1. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
She's just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
0-2 as she swings through it.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
The Rockies yet to pick up a hit here. And a swing and a miss. That's her 9th strikeout so far.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on her right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
McMahon now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And she strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. So back here at Coors Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Michael Tolia. Mann back to work. That one's in there. That's strike one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
1-1-1.
Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they come away without an out. And now the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. And a foul ball.
Well, these Rockies just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory.
Ball.
Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Here's Joe Adele. He's 0 for 1.
Designated hitter, Joe.
That one in there across the letters. And strike two. The Phils leading by 3 here on opening day. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Harper hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
2 outs. Chopped to third. They take the force out, and that ends the inning. Another frame in the books as the perfect game. And we're back, bottom of the 6th. And here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. Swinging a foul out of play. Goodman in his 4th year, 27 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. In for a strike, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. That's her 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips. Next to hit for the Rockies, Zach Veen. He was late there, strike one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient, take some pitches, see if you can extend those at-bats and get some base runners on.
The Phillies leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now pitching for
number 56. Ready or not, in the game now after the injury. On for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through.
Joanna Mann with a blend of raw talent and poise, quickly becoming a player to watch this season. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod in this one. Joanna Mann. Singy, she's a pitcher that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Leading up.
So dominant in her last start. Double-digit strikeouts. It's going to be interesting today to see if she's able to have command of her secondary pitches the way she did last time out.
Mann, multi-time All-Star. She features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a sinker, and she occasionally mixes in a knuckleball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
She had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Geraldo Perdomo, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Strike three, and that's two in a row. Two down, bases empty. Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. She's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Fastball in for a strike. 0-2 now.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning, 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Bottom of the second. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Mann back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Pitcher like this can be tough. You know, she's not going to try to beat you with velocity, but she's going to sink it, she's going to change speeds, and she's going to pitch backwards at times.
Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging. This is Corbin Carroll. And first offering is fouled off.
Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
0-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Yandy Diaz now. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And that drops in for a strike.
She's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Here comes a pitch. And a pop-up. Right side, foul territory. Caratini brings it in. That is the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Taylor.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop she was dealing with at the plate.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2 is the count.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. She's looking very much on her game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so she's got a good pace going, no doubt. Gabrielle Moreno now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Moreno, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting 9th in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. Strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this pitcher out there on the mound. We'll see if she continues.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Phillies 7 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Cindy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The batter, number 2.
Now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Nice curveball for a strike. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Grounds one to short. Trey Turner gloves it. 2 away.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Right through there for a strike.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Nothing doing for Arizona, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the inning. Down to third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Suarez.
Mann back to work. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1.
Well, these Diamondbacks, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. She's been great out there on the mound, no doubt. But it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
And that's in for a strike.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. So she cracks double digits with her 10th strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect her to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, she's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One down, base is empty. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Man, it's almost unfair that she can just pull that knuckleball out of her pocket and float it up there in addition to her other pitches. It's unlike anything else she throws, and because she doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
That one fouled off. The D-backs hitless so far in the game. Swings through that.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
She's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So 5 perfect innings in the books. It's the Phillies 8 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back here in the desert, now the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks, the left fielder, Taylor
Ward, in his 8th season, 33 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And that is out of play. 0-2 now. Got him looking. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for her in the game.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the pitcher is going to climb the ladder out there.
He goes down looking. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting herself in this regard. Feeling really good about what she's working with. And that really allows a pitcher to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. In there at the knees. And that's strike 2. And that's a strikeout looking. And she strikes out the side for the 5th time today. Incredible. And the Diamondbacks. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, Jake McCarthy.
Popped up. Caratini under it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there's one away. Now up next for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. That one's in there. 0-1.
She's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, she hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The Diamondbacks still looking for their first hit in this one. Got it. So she gets yet another strikeout, 16 so far. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one out in front that time.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 3rd baseman, Eugenio Suarez. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. So she's back out to begin the 8th. Been a really nice outing for her so far, Singy.
She's thrown the ball really well, kept hitters off balance, and she's been very efficient with that pitch count. But at this point, even though it's been relatively low, you start keeping an eye on it to make sure that she doesn't have any fatigue or any danger of injuring herself.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Next offering is in for a strike. No action in the bullpen, though. Looks like they're going to let her stay out there. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got it! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning. Bottom 9, here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. And all eyes on the mound as she begins the 9th inning, working on a perfect game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before. They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, she's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Gurriel, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. The Phils up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Struck him out without a swing. Now only 1 out remaining. Now here is Gabriel Moreno. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. She's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as her stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
The D-backs down to their final strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Ground ball, and this should do it. History, the final out. Mann with one of the finest performances you will ever see, throwing a perfect game.
What more can you say than perfect, Boog? Her performance here was incredible to watch.